in the Marine Corps, you meet people from all walks of life, all backgrounds, all income levels, all family histories. The way my Marine background informed how I started this business and run this business is, at the end of the day, the Marine Corps is about helping other people. You have a specific mission. If you execute your mission in the Marine Corps, you are making the world a better place. Tax problems are obviously emotional. There's a lot of money at stake. People get very emotional on the phone and say, "You guys saved my life. You saved my marriage." The best compliment that I ever received from a client was a personal letter sent to my home address. My wife is an attorney with this firm, and it was addressed to both of us, and it had a picture of this gentleman and his family, and he said, "I just wanted from one family to another, I wanted to let you know that the impact you had on my ability to enjoy my family cannot be measured, and I couldn't be happier that I hired you guys." Kelly, my wife, still has that picture, and she kept it on her refrigerator.
It didn't really feel like somebody who just wanted to be paid. It really felt more like somebody who wanted to know more of the situation and give us options. And more importantly, they were able to walk me through some of the problems that I didn't really understand too.
Our clients are going through a lot. It's very emotionally taxing. They're afraid of what the IRS may or may not do. They don't necessarily know the rules, so they're thinking, okay, are they gonna take my house, my car? Is my bank account suddenly gonna be frozen? Am I not gonna be able to pay my rent tomorrow? And just not having answers, but having something lurking behind your back it's scary, it's really stressful.
The government is a big entity, and sometimes it's intimidating to know even where to call or who to talk to. I just want them to feel like they can ask questions and that there is someone available to explain things. Because I think sometimes that's the biggest, scariest thing of all, is that they just don't know how it all works.
I know I've been on the phone with somebody for an hour. They just want to have somebody listen to them. And that seems to go a long way.
The reason it's important for you to talk to a licensed professional right from the start is a licensed professional isn't going to give you totally, baloney advice because they have a license at risk. The first thing is they're not going to overpromise, but the second thing is if they do tell you something, you can count on it being true. I've been in this business 20 years. I'm not going to lose a 20-year company by making you a bad promise. And those two principles have been very, very helpful in us having highly satisfied clients.
It was a lot more helpful than the attorney that my sister had found out, where it just basically gave us a quote out of the blue without even knowing anything about us. And that was a huge relief to my dad because it put things into perspective. It let him know some of the options that he had available.
If you were to hire an attorney to do the investigation, the normal taxpayer will pay $1,000 to $2,200 for that service. I realized after doing that and charging people for about 8 years that a lot of times at the end of that process, people are very dissatisfied with what they paid for. I mean, it was a business risk to stop charging for that, but from the taxpayer's perspective, they are not paying for something that actually does not have value in their life.
There's a good feeling working at this job and good teamwork. We have each other's backs. I've worked jobs in the past where that rapport wasn't there. I think that just produces a good feeling that we can pass on to the clients. We tend to really be very caring and really go out of our way to accommodate them.
I feel like a huge burden has been lifted off my shoulders. And I feel tax offenders were always there with him every step of the way.